Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Esther Jewel, and I'm back with another video. So basically this is an encouraging video. So I've been looking at the book of Job, and chapter 1 in particular has caught my attention. Chapter 1 has just made me reflect on my life, reflect on what I say, reflect on what I think I'm going through. As we know, Job was known as a righteous man without fault, and God was so glad in him. And we know that the enemy went to God and said, "Let me do ABC to Job to prove to you that he's not a righteous man, he's not an upright man." And God permitted Satan, but he said to Satan to not kill him. So Job was known as a man who had everything that we hope for. He had every single thing that you and I hope for. He had the riches, the popularity, he had many children, and he was a satisfied man. God had blessed him richly. But one day everything just disappeared. Everything that he worked on, everything that he was comfortable with was just taken. And we know that even in the midst of all that, he still remained confident in who God was. He still remained loyal to who God is. So we hear that when Job was told that his children had died and everything had been destroyed, basically, in verse 20 of chapter 1, it says, "Then Job got up and tore his robe and shaved his head in mourning for his children, and he fell to the ground and worshipped." Guys, I was thinking, how many times in our own lives do we actually worship? When we hear bad news, do we worship? When we're going through hard times, do we worship? Do you worship in that situation? You know what you're going through. I can't pinpoint what you're going through, but you know it yourself. Have you taken a moment to worship even in the storm? Have you taken a moment to worship as you're going through that divorce? Have you taken a minute to worship even though your family member is going through a hard time? Maybe they're sick or homeless, or you've lost someone. Someone has died. Have you taken time to worship? You know, just that verse, it just gave me conviction, because I started saying, God, forgive me. I've been going through a lot. I've gone through a lot in my life, ups and downs. And even in the downs, I haven't taken time to worship. I haven't taken time to thank God. Even in the midst of bad times, I haven't taken time to say, you know what, God, I trust you. So basically, guys, I'm here to encourage you. I know you're going through a hard time. I know you're going through seasons you don't understand, but let us learn a thing or two about Job. Let us learn from what Job did. Even in the midst of heartbreak, even in the midst of loss, even in the midst of having your world turned upside down, he still worshipped. He still worshipped. I'm challenging you guys today, myself included. Whatever we're going through, let us remain in Christ. Let us be thankful at all times. Let us be thankful for all seasons. Let us be thankful for the ups and downs. Let us be thankful for the losses and disappointments. Let us worship. Because if you want to see your loyalty and how your faith is in regards to God, it's during those tough times. It is during that time when you're down. That's how your loyalty shows to God. That's how we know that, you know, this person believes in God. Do you truly worship God only when it's good? Or are you willing to worship him in the bad? So I just came with this message to challenge you guys. Reflect. It's a heart check. Look at your heart. Look at your heart and reflect. Are you honestly a person who only worships God in good times? Or are you a person who worships God even in the bad times, even when things are not making sense? Job is a perfect example, guys. I don't know if you've gone through worse things than what he went through. I don't know if you're going through what he went through. You alone know that. But please take time to worship and you see what will happen. Be hopeful, have faith, trust in God. Do not lean on your own understanding, but trust in God.